Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, welcome back. I trust you enjoyed my last video on screen legend Bing Crosby, and we just looked at his life and reflected on the iconic status of him. So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going on to another screen legend today. Frederick Astaire was born in 1899 in Omaha in Nebraska. Actor, singer, choreographer, TV presenter, and is considered the greatest movie dancer of all time. The guy we're talking about is Fred Astaire. Over his 76-year career, he was known for innovation in rhythm. And he was a bit of a perfectionist, very innovative, and on top of that, he was a bit of a virtuoso dancer. He was able to encompass light, humorous dancing all the way through to deep emotion. This is what made Fred Astaire such an iconic movie draw card and iconic dancer. He did 10 Broadway musicals, West End, so that's London and New York. There's been around 42 movies, music and non-music. There's also been a number of TV appearances. And there's been a number of awards he's appeared. He received an Academy Honorary Award in 1938, 1958 an Emmy Award, 1960 Golden Globe Lifetime Achievement Award, 1960 Hollywood Walk of Fame, 1961 Emmy Award, 1972 American Theatre Hall of Fame, 1975 another Golden Globe, 1975 his only Academy Award nomination for The Towering Inferno. There was not much dancing in that one at all. 1978 another Emmy Award, 1978 Academy of Television Arts and Sciences gave him an Achievement Award. 1978 another Emmy Award, and 1978 also the Kennedy Center with their annual honours, which he was one of the first to get one of those. 1989 a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, 1989 Television Hall of Fame, and the American Film Institute put him the 5th of the top 100 actors of all time, and also classic Hollywood cinema. And so this guy's an absolute legend when it comes to dance, and we're going back to the golden days of Hollywood. And you know, in those days you had to sing and dance and have the look about you and just the whole thing. And people went to the movies in those days because they wanted to be entertained. And this guy well and truly did that. And you know, it's amazing how effortless this guy is when it comes to dancing. And probably the best way we can get on to talk about Fred Astaire is to actually have a look at him. And I've got a few clips below. Of course, Fred Astaire was known for his perfectionism, and that only came through over-the-top, relentless rehearsals. He was got a bit of a bugbear for people, but when it came to actually doing the shooting for his dance sequences, he did it in a first take. So, you know, all that rehearsal paid off. He's also, he was a very understated singer. He didn't think he could sing, but he actually could sing. In fact, his singing voice is pretty amazing. And he's introduced many of the songs into the American Songbook. Fred Astaire left us in 1987 at the age of 88. There is one clip on YouTube. I haven't put this one up, but in 1970 he hosted a bit of an award on the Academy Awards, and he launched into dance at that point because people just wanted to see him dance. So let's get on to the clips below, because the best way to experience Fred Astaire is actually watch him in action. Of course, I'm putting on my top hat, putting on my coat and tails is one of those classic Fred Astaire numbers. This is going all the way back to 1935 in the era of black and white. Of course, you can't talk about Fred Astaire and not talk about Ginger Rogers. Those two were just such an iconic duo on stage. And of course, to keep up with Fred Astaire, you've got to be a pretty good dancer yourself, and Ginger Rogers was well and truly that. You couldn't have Fred without Ginger, and Ginger without Fred. I've got a couple of iconic clips of theirs Too Hot to Handle, having a bit of dialogue at the start, just talking, just getting into the character of these two and how they just really got the dancing happening really well. These guys were really innovative and creative at just going from nothing to absolutely everything in a very short space of time. Notice the rhythmical genius that's going on here and the way that these guys just actually were so good together. Another iconic dance sequence, Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire, Swing Time. This is very much about this Fred's character winning Ginger over and then well and truly getting into it by the end of the sequence. One of the most iconic Ginger Rogers, Fred Astaire's dance sequences of all time. We've got that one. Now, Fred Astaire, obviously Hollywood royalty, so other people wanted to actually dance with him. And of course, when I talked about Bing Crosby, well, of course, we've got a Fred Astaire Bing Crosby number from the movie Blue Skies of 1946. This is very much a couple of song dance men doing what they thing. Of course, Bing Crosby got a pretty amazing voice, and you put that together with Fred Astaire's pretty amazing dancing. That's an impeccable duo right here, two screen legends on stage at the same time. Now, another dance legend, which we're going to get onto a little bit later. We actually did a little bit of a guide time with him in the movie Xanadu, Gene Kelly. But I thought I'd give him another go a little bit later. Of course, in 1946, we had the Siegfried Follies. And here we have the two of the most iconic dance legends on stage at the same time. So it's good to see Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire having a bit of a go together. And then also, Fred Astaire wasn't scared to be innovative, and here we have him dancing with a hat rack of all things from the movie Royal Wedding from 1951. Again, just see how he's just going through what he does to get a dance sequence up on stage and on film. Fred Astaire was one of the first to actually have complete creative control over what he did, because he realised that if he could actually do that, he would actually get the best dance sequence he could. And because of that, movie studios just let him do his thing. And so we've got Dancing with a Hat Rack. So the links to those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Fred Astaire clips are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from Bing Crosby. If you want to recap on him, feel free. Well, yes, we are going through a bit of a screen legend at the time, and Bing Crosby last time, Fred Astaire this time. And I thought, it's always good just to give a bit of credit to these guys who have come before us and so influential, with Fred Astaire certainly in dance and what has come after him. So if you come back for another one, if this is your first time, the Life Reflections Through Music. I know this is Life Reflections Through Dance today, but what the heck, this is just what we do. So that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to another screen legend, Doris Day. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.